Donald Trump is facing one of the most volatile moments of his political career, and this time, the pressure isn't coming from just one side. A bipartisan group of 47 members of Congress has formally demanded his resignation, setting off chaos across Washington and raising serious questions about the limits of presidential power. What triggered this unprecedented move? According to multiple media reports, a leaked classified memo reviewed by congressional committees alleges that Trump interfered with active military operations for personal political benefit. Sources familiar with the document claim Trump ordered delays in critical defense authorizations, while sensitive national security missions were underway, allegedly because the military commanders involved had not publicly endorsed his political agenda. This is not being framed as a policy disagreement or a routine power struggle. Lawmakers describe it as an alleged abuse of the commander-in-chief role that could have placed American lives at risk. And what makes this moment extraordinary is that Republicans are joining Democrats in calling for Trump to step down, something not seen at this scale since the Watergate era. For months, tensions had been escalating between the White House and Congress over budget disputes, executive authority, and strained relations with military leadership. But according to reporting from Politico, dated December 28th, everything changed when a classified memo was leaked to multiple congressional committees. The memo, reportedly written 3 weeks earlier, allegedly shows Trump instructing his chief of staff to delay authorization for several military operations until specific generals agreed to appear at campaign events and publicly support his leadership. According to sources briefed on the operations, these delays involved time-sensitive intelligence and force protection measures in high-risk regions. Lawmakers who reviewed the document in a secure facility reportedly concluded that the alleged actions crossed a constitutional line. Congressional calls for a sitting president's resignation are extremely rare. They are not issued over partisan disagreements. They occur when lawmakers believe a president may have violated the core responsibilities of the office. According to CBS, CNN, and Politico, an emergency closed-door meeting was held on December 27th, involving 31 Democrats and 16 Republicans who had reviewed the memo. During that meeting, Republican Congressman Michael McCaul, chair of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, reportedly stated that the evidence left no room for silence and that failure to act would make Congress complicit. Democratic Congressman Adam Smith, ranking member of the Armed Services Committee, described the allegations as a clear abuse of power with potential national security consequences. After hours of discussion, the group drafted a formal letter demanding Trump's immediate resignation. The letter, released publicly the next day, accuses Trump of violating his constitutional duties by placing personal political interests above national defense. The impact intensified when Congressman McCaul, a Republican who had previously defended Trump, read the letter aloud on the House floor. Witnesses say his voice wavered as he explained that, as a veteran, he could not ignore evidence suggesting that military readiness had been used as political leverage. That moment marked a turning point. When senior members of a president's own party publicly break ranks over national security concerns, it signals that political loyalty has reached its breaking point. At that stage, claims of a purely partisan attack lose credibility. History offers parallels. Richard Nixon resigned after Republican leaders withdrew their support during Watergate. Bill Clinton faced resignation calls during the Lewinsky scandal, but those never became bipartisan because they did not involve national security. During Trump's first impeachment, Republicans largely remained unified. This time, that unity is fracturing. Legal experts say that if the allegations are accurate, they represent a serious violation of civil-military norms. The memo allegedly documents Trump ordering delays to military operations and explicitly tying approval to political endorsements, an action analysts say could violate federal laws governing the use of government power for campaign purposes. Former federal prosecutor Andrew Weissman stated that using military authority to extract political support could carry legal consequences. Harvard law professor Jack Goldsmith emphasized that while presidents have broad authority over the military, that power must be exercised in the national interest, not personal advancement. Even conservative legal scholars have acknowledged the gravity of the allegations, noting that leveraging military operations for political loyalty crosses a constitutional boundary. Politically, the consequences could be immediate. The bipartisan resignation demand provides cover for more Republicans to speak out, potentially triggering a cascade of defections. It also places GOP candidates in a difficult position, forcing them to answer whether they support a president accused of politicizing national defense. Within the Republican Party, panic is reportedly spreading. According to Politico, emergency conference calls have been held as leaders debate whether to defend Trump, attack the leak, or address the substance of the allegations. The party appears deeply divided between loyalty to Trump and concern over national security. Trump's response has only intensified the situation. In a series of posts, he dismissed the allegations as a hoax, attacked the lawmakers who signed the letter, including Republicans, and claimed the memo was fabricated by intelligence agencies. Legal analysts note that such reactions often deepen scrutiny rather than diffuse it. At its core, this controversy is about more than Trump. It's about whether a president can use national defense as leverage for political gain, and what happens if there are no consequences for doing so. A bipartisan group of lawmakers is now openly questioning whether the constitutional limits on presidential power still hold. More members of Congress are reviewing the classified memo. Military families are watching closely, and the nation is confronting a moment that could redefine the boundaries of the commander-in-chief role. The stakes are enormous, the allegations are severe, and the political fallout is only beginning.